Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome to Scorpio season 2025, your shadow season 2025. And I feel like with the Magician at the bottom of the deck, there's so much that you're discovering about yourself by way of your shadow, by way of being honest about what your desires are, not what it's cool to project or how you want to come off or how you want to be perceived. What do you actually fucking desire? This is time for you to take full assessment of what's going on in your life. It's a good time for a purge. There's so much that's coming up that you're discovering about yourself, and you're discovering stuff about yourself by way of by way of other people. Your ruling planet is in home in Venus. We got stuff to talk about. Come on, grab your shit. We got stuff to talk about. Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. All right. What's up? It's your girl Jay, the High Priestess, back at it again with the general tarot reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Scorpio season, your shadow season 2025. And I feel like it's in your shadow that you find your magic. In the depths of emotion and communication, you working on communicating, you working on sharing your feelings, sharing your truth. I feel like you're going to realize you have so many more tools available to you than you realize. Um, Mercury is important. I feel like, and Mercury is communication. Mercury is in your shadow right now as I'm filming this. Mercury is in Scorpio. And your ruling planet, Venus, is in Libra, and she goes into Scorpio on November 6th. And I just feel like, baby, it's time to put energy into assessing all the tools that you have, all the skills that you have, and getting really clear about what the next portion of the blueprint is. What is the next pursuit? What's the next goal? What's the next thing for you to harness your energy? What do you need to build momentum towards? Or what do you need to continue momentum towards? I feel like there's a big thing here about opening your heart and using your momentum to communicate more effectively, to communicate your emotions specifically, is how this feels. To get more masterful in using your voice. Taurus rules the throat. Y'all got to be talking, and you need to be talking more consistently with people that you trust. So that could be a thing. Just reaching out more, telling people what you need. Excuse me. Excuse me. Hydrate, light it if you need it. Ready to clear out this funky ass energy. Welcome to my benevolent ancestors, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth. Thanking you for the most useful, helpful, divinely aligned messages for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Scorpio season 2025. I really feel like just immediately turning everything over. And so that could be something that you're wanting. Some of you are like wanting certainty. You're wanting like you are maybe struggling with uncertainty, struggling with a lack of clarity. I want to see all of it, and I want to see it now. I want to know how it's going to be. I want to know how it's going to go. What does the data say? What do the numbers say? What does the history say? um and so that could be something that you're grappling with in Scorpio season. But while Venus is in Libra, I feel like she's attracting in partnership. Some of you are about to get into a relationship, are realizing that you're in a relationship. Some of you are someone new is coming in. There may be somebody with Gemini or Virgo placements coming in. I feel like there's somebody who like has the same spiritual beliefs as you. That's the person to really pay attention to. There's some sort of action that's required, though. I feel like it is important to start putting yourself out there. Exactly. Knight of Swords is the first card out. Venus in Libra is causing some sort of radical shift of the mind. And I feel like some of you, there's somebody with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements that's coming in. Some of you are avoiding the cold, hard reality of a relationship. Some of you are weighing the pros and cons of staying in a relationship, excuse me, or staying at this job, or staying friends with this person. There may be some information that really comes in that's going to ignite you or inspire you to move forward, or in something is inspiring you to move towards your magic, the way that the Knight of Swords is going towards the Magician. um I feel like uh with the Knight of Swords coming out, though, there is something here around um an influx of, it's like knowledge and action. I feel like also with the Magician here, it's like it's time to make what's possible a reality. Stop thinking about something and start doing something. Make form of the fantasy. It feels important to start building this thing, or building the scaffolding, tending to the bones of this thing. Some of you, you already built the bones and you're trying to scale. So now it's time to like scale. It's time to build the scaffolding of what that next level looks like. It's like you did the ground floor. Now what's the second story look like? Some of you are remodeling a house. Some of you need to get a professional to help you do this, or maybe some of you are switching the professionals that you're working with when it comes to remodeling or architecture, or revamping, or going to a different company. I feel like I just want to turn all these over. The Five of Wands, the Fool reversed, the Tower reversed, and the Seven of Pentacles reversed. Okay. So, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising, there's a bit of fire here. Like, I feel like it's actually quite balanced, and as far as elementally. And with the Magician here, this is like saying, hey, you have everything in that you need in order to pivot, in order to change, or in order to go into a different direction. Be sure to check out that Scorpio season astrology video that has all the important astrological transit dates and aspects that you need to know about in Scorpio season. With the Fool reversed here and the Tower reversed, there's three major arcana that's present. I think this Scorpio season is quite significant for you, and that makes sense. It's your shadow season. And when it comes to your shadow season, that's the sign that's opposing you, that's opposite you. That's your shadow. You being a Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising, your opposite, whatever, is Scorpio, and that's the sign of I desire. It's sex, death, other people's money. It's the reproductive organs. I feel like it's the seed of your soul. It's like the core, the part of you that you don't want other people to see. There could just be some sort of like thing about vulnerability here, or trying to save face in some sort of way. There may be somebody with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements that is coming in, that is standing out above the rest, or maybe that is like trying to avoid fighting. I feel like someone may be taking you away. I also just heard, I don't want to be a player no more. So this is somebody telling that to you, or you saying that, deciding that within yourself. You may be thinking just more on the side of erring on the side of commitment, being more committal in some sort of way. But I do think there's lots of options. Also, some of you just decided to be in a relationship and now you're getting hit with the hey stranger by all kinds of people. All kinds of people from the past are coming out of the woodwork, and they're fools, and you need to leave them alone. With the Fool reverse at the center of the reading, I feel like, in what way are you holding yourself back? There's something about a leap of faith that is required. There's some sort of fear of change that needs to be addressed. This may involve somebody with Aquarius, Aries, or Scorpio placements, heavy on those placements in this reading. I feel like in some sort of way you've been resisting a change, and it's time to stop that. And you've been resisting it, resisting like moving, resisting changing jobs, resisting getting out of that relationship. You've been hard-headed about something, and I feel like the awareness, the information, the influx of like clarity comes in. There's been mental fog, or there's been some kind of confusion, and by way of Scorpio season, there is a rush of information that's coming in. There may be somebody with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements that's coming in, or is causing confusion, causing drama. I feel like your name has been it, and you're not in it. Like, you need to make sure that you are steering clear of any drama. I also feel like be careful about optionality, about like leaving 80% for some 20% shit. You need to figure out what it is that you want. And I feel like you need to figure out what it is that you want when it comes to this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius person. I feel like that person with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements is quite combative or chaotic, and they need grounding, and you need to get grounded when it comes to dealing with the fire signs in your life. I also feel like you need grounding in general, getting your bare feet in the grass, getting yourself to a point where um you are slowed down enough to realize there's so much that you want to do and you don't know where to start. I'm nervous that some of you are just moving for the sake of movement versus like really thinking things through. And I feel like, Taurus, I don't really say this because I don't like want to fearmonger, but I feel like you are just susceptible to making like dumbass decisions in Scorpio season. I feel like, and I'm sorry to put it like that, it's just like you got to slow down. Some of y'all have just built, that's the thing, the way of the bull. The bull is makes slow, powerful steps. But when they build up that momentum, you have to kill them to stop them. And I feel like some of you are making bullheaded, full force decisions in the wrong direction, and some information or something is coming in that's rerouting you or repositioning you. There's some new thing to study. There's a new idea that you need to act on. There's new instructions, I feel like, from the divine. There's new awarenesses. There's just new information that also some of you are doing too much. Some of you, it's just like this is another construction site that you don't have time for. I feel like you need to get really clear on all the ideas that you want to pursue and why. Why do you want to do this thing? Don't worry about the how. Figure out what it is that you want to do and why you want to do it. It's time to make order of the chaos. It's time to take action. This is a very interesting reading, and I feel like I'm just excited to clarify it over on Patreon. Patreon.com/JustJEverything. Over there, me and my ethical cult are going to clarify all of these cards. There's all kinds of astrological content. There's a tier for daily readings. There's weekly readings. Get into it. Patreon.com/JustJEverything. The links are in the description box below. Some of y'all, there's someone coming back from the past. They may not be physically coming back from the past. They may just be coming up in your memories. I feel like there's some sort of like you're being pulled to or called to take a leap of faith or to take a risk of some sort. And you're afraid that it's going to turn out the way that it did the last time you took a risk. So the divine is just like, hey, slow down and evaluate everything. Like, make sure that you are aware of why you put these eggs in this basket. And is this basket what you've been telling the divine that you want? Are you going to let yourself settle with 80%? Are you someone that believes that you deserve 100% of what it is that you want? Um, are you overindulging in some sort of way? Some of you, I feel like have the possibility to have like a fucking brownout at work or to pop off or crash out at work or when it comes to work. And that's how you know, like, it's time to pull back. It's time to like slow down, or divest, or it's time to go into a different industry, or a different direction. That person with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements, I feel like is coming in hot, has a lot to say, is going to be very challenging your ways, especially if this is a romantic situation. I feel like you need to get really, really grounded and why you're afraid to commit the way that or whatever that is coming up. Maybe it's a fear of commitment. It's like, why are you afraid to take this leap of faith? Why are you afraid of things like falling apart? You are like the most adaptable sign in the zodiac. Like, you can handle anything. You've handled everything. So it's like you can handle a little bit of change. But I feel like just make sure that you're going into Scorpio season being willing to look at that raw, uncut, unfiltered version of you, that version of you that wants authenticity. And I just feel like you're being moved to push towards authenticity. That person with Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn placements, I feel like is slowly like backing up, or I say a lot of you, but flip it. There may be, you need to back up from them. There could be some financial investments that Um, Something may be going belly up. Maybe a business is going belly up. Maybe some of you are getting laid off or furloughed or fired or something of that nature. And it's just like, ooh, this is the actual opportunity to go and to reroute. This is the repositioning. This is you going in a different direction. This is you going towards a different kind of lifestyle that you've been saying that you've wanted. And some of you are in a position where it's like you wouldn't act, you wouldn't do it. So the divine had to like pull the panic cord and do it for you. And so if there is, I'm going to clarify this tower over this tower reversed over on Patreon, but I feel like something requires a move. It requires an adventurous spirit. I feel like the divine wants you to pay attention to the emotional baggage that you're carrying around. I feel like the divine wants you to pay attention to the jolts and the aha moments and the hunches and spidey senses and that be tingling in your shit. And why do you ignore that aspect of yourself, or do you ignore, or how can you grow your connection with that intuitive spark that you're feeling in your body? Um, Venus going into Scorpio, I do feel like is she's going to be hanging out there. Um, She's like kind of chasing Mars now. Um, and I feel like some of you are using too much masculine energy to get ahead, or have exhausted that masculine energy to in order to get where you're at. And now I feel like there is a pulling back or a deconstructing of that, or a um, an invitation to lean more into grounded divine feminine energy and start to use or start to tap into that grounded divine feminine energy to create something new, not to make something happen. You are the empress, you are the embodiment of the divine feminine creative energy. And it just feels like it's time for you to remember your motherfucking magic and tap back into that. I'm ready to clarify these cards. I hope to see you over on Patreon, patreon.com/JustJEverything. Come on, let's get into it. For the full version of the video, go to Patreon.